this bank and cash balance. So the name of client, period ended bila, subject, ni dah ada dalam, this is what I said, the checklist. Okay, this checklist here is by the audit firm. So this what the audit manager has compiled. Okay, all this one, okay, masa mula-mula dia kosong lah. So if you are the first year audit, so this one all is nil, kosong, figure ni tak ada. But this is the schedule prepared by the audit manager. So audit manager dah letak dah bank and cash bank. So they already asked the senior. So katalah senior dia adalah kata senior Christina. Christina senior, Ada junior. So Christina ask Ada to do the bank and cash balance. So Ada pun akan review ni. Dia cari cash in hand reference. So this is what the reference said. So you ambil cash in hand daripada mana? General ledger. So put it GL. Page berapa? 2. So GL 2. Okay. Cash at bank. GL berapa? GL 2. Tak kat situ. So total. So this is per GL year 2. Adjustment that you need you do. Katalah amount tu after you prepare the test, substantive test for the audit program tu, you ada identify that the adjustment needed. So figure kat sini dengan adjustment. So kalau the adjustment dia ada debit cash in hand should be add additional 500. So you buat 500 kat sini. Credit tak ada. So cash at bank pula sebenarnya ada overdraft. So kena creditkan lagi 1000. So this is okay, here dia akan jadi the final year end balance it should be. So bank overdraft, so berapa tambah. Okay, so work done. So refer audit program in 5.1.4, funding cycle for work done. So this is what the audit program. So bila ada buat kat sini dia akan refer audit program 5.1.4. Okay. So dia akan tengok dalam audit program tu. So conclusion. So siapa buat conclusion? So the conclusion is normally done by Ada. So Ada akan conclude based on the audit work carried out, the bank and cash balance are fairly stated. So sebab apa? Maybe ada difference sikit kat sini. Okay, the difference is not material. So kalau tak ada difference, dash. So tak ada adjustment, dash. So means that based on the audit work carried out. So how you carry out the work? You based on the audit program. Because in the audit program you have the audit procedure. So Ada dah buat date bila Ada siap. So ada date kat sini. So Ada akan pass this paper to Christina. So Christina dia akan review. So put them here, Christina. Initial Christina. So reviewed by Christina, date bila. And then reviewed by lagi. Siapa akan review? Sama ada partner ataupun reviewed by audit manager. Depends on the situation. Selalu partner dia tak review in a very small matter. Okay, so if the matter is not is having no problem, then it will reviewed by audit manager. So audit manager letak kat sini, audit manager. So date bila. Okay, so that's what the audit working paper evidence. So this is an evidence. Sebab apa? Bila audit review nanti at the final stage ni, kalau lah kata this one, okay, final stage ni masa review stage ni, dia ada lawan review tadi tu, dah ada nama-nama dia siap. Then and during the audit opinion, so when the audit partners identify that there is a problem regarding the there is a issue regarding the cash and bank balance. Okay, let's say, okay, tiba-tiba the account receivable, the major account receivable declare bankrupt. So it will affect back the cash and bank balance, okay, of the company. So dia akan cari siapa? Dia akan cari audit manager ataupun audit senior. So they will ask audit senior back to redo the audit the substantive test again. Macam itulah. So any question? Can you clear the scenario of the work performed by the auditor? Boleh? Class. You okay, class?
Boleh, Madam.
Boleh,
Okay.
Madam.
Boleh, Madam.
Okay. So now we proceed to the permanent and current audit file. Tadi tu you nampak kosong. Okay, dah siap tu nanti. So if you are doing the recurring audit next year. So next year dia dah jadi ada figure lah, betul? Next year dia dah ada figure lah. So for the recurring audit, okay, the audit manager, okay, for the recurring audit, okay, so what should you do from the audit documentation? First year, second year, third year, and so on lah. If you are the first year, first audit. First audit, there is no permanent or current. So audit documentation sahaja. Okay, on the second year, this is called recurring audit. If you are audit the same company, so now you are doing the recurring audit. So for the recurring audit, now what should the audit manager do? Audit manager, okay, will divide the audit documentation tadi kepada dua. One is permanent file. Okay. Okay, permanent file. Okay, and the second one is current file. Okay. Yang last year punya nanti tadi, information dia masuk kat permanent file. Okay, and the current file pula, what is the procedure on the current year audit? So buat balik current year audit. Okay, but some information from the permanent file can be used in the current file. So it will be the continuing use of the information. Contoh dia apa? Contoh maybe the result of internal control procedure. Sebab internal control procedure normally auditor perform once in 3 years. Okay, sekali dalam masa tempoh 3 tahun. So result dia akan guna berterusan. So that one you put in permanent file. Tapi bila you nak buat current file ni, you can refer to permanent file. So means that information is still available, okay, to be used in the current year audit. Okay, so what are the example of the permanent audit file? Contain continuing importance to the audit. Example, engagement letter. Okay, do the audit firm need to send every year the engagement letter? If it is without changes. Amira Nadira, is the audit firm have to submit new engagement letter every time they accept the appointment as an auditor?
No code.
No code. Kenapa ada code kat belakang tu?
No.
No, so no, because it depends if there is any changes only. If there is any changes, then they will submit a new engagement letter. So means it is continuing important. So it can be used continually. Okay, current last year, this year, next year. Okay, so if provided that there is no changes in the nature and the scope of the business environment. Okay, new client questionnaire. So questionnaire also, okay, you not do it every year. Memorandum and articles of association. So this is for new company. for the AA, okay, articles of association and memorandum of association when the company submit their application to form as a company. Other legal documents such as prospectuses, leases, sales agreement and so on. So details of the history of the client business, board minutes of continuing relevance. Okay, katalah board minutes regarding the purchase of the fixed asset or non-current asset. So the board minutes of continuing relevance is important because you cannot find out the decision to purchase the non-current asset, okay, in the current file. So that is, let's say the company the board have made decision to purchase in 2000, now is 2021, okay, 2019, okay, for the NCA. Okay, for the NCA, okay, they already make a decision. So dia kata, okay, in 2019, in December, the company make a decision to purchase the new machine. So the machine will arrive in the company in 2020. So if you want to look at to the minute of board meeting of the company, okay, you tak payahlah tanya lagi dekat company tu, dekat klien tu. You just refer to the 2019 audit working paper. So dalam audit working paper tu dah ada boards of minutes, okay, regarding the purchase of the fixed asset. Okay, previous year signed account, okay, the signed account. So signed account means the account that you have prepared to, okay, it must be, okay, katalah partner dia dah, okay, partner is already approved on the financial statement. Then the partner ask the manager to approve the financial statement, the board of directors to sign. So that is the signed account. Analytical procedures performed and management letter. And accounting system notes, previous year's control questionnaire. So these are all continuing importance. Can be used current year and in the next accounting period. Current audit file contain information which is relevant to current year audit. They should be compiled on a timely basis. Timely basis ni means that on a timely, bila you buat, you kena letak. Bila you buat, katalah tadi on the, okay, apa example tadi, okay, this one. Okay, katalah, okay, let's say the date here, okay, ada prepare tadi, katalah on today, 9 of September. So ada prepare 9 September, finish all this one. Okay, you have finish all the audit. You jangan masuk lagi dalam file audit documentation, but you kept it after audit finish. Okay, after your timing of audit work finish, then you have to compile in the audit working paper. So means that is on the timing, on the timely basis. So dia bukan year end basis okay. So timely basis. Okay, what you should contain: financial statement, current year, account checklist, current year, management account detail, current year, reconciliation of management, current year, summary of unadjusted misstatement, current year. Okay, unadjusted misstatement maksudnya immaterial misstatement. Kalau material misstatement kena adjust. Okay, report to partner including details of the significant event and misstatement. Okay, review notes, okay, audit planning memorandum and time budget. Audit planning memorandum ni before the audit planning. Okay, so this is called pre-planning. Okay, tak ada dalam syllabus kita, but I just tell you what is audit planning memorandum. Time budget and summaries. Representation letter. So this is letter from management. Management letter from auditor. You don't confuse Management letter is letter from the auditor on the internal control witnesses. Nanti bila topik internal control kita akan belajar this one. Management letter. Notes of board minute and communication with third party such as expert or other auditor. Okay, current audit file also contain working paper covering each audit area. This should include the following. Lead schedule. Lead schedule. So yang tadi tu adalah lead schedule lah yang I share you tadi. This one. So this is a lead schedule. Okay. So all this one should be kept in audit working paper. So this is done by the auditor, not the client. Okay, this is done by the auditor. When you perform the audit in the for the audit evidence and so on, you have to use the lead schedule. Okay, problem encountered and conclusion drawn. So this is the problem encountered. So in this case, so if you counter the problem, so kat sini ada problem, you have to put here problem. Okay, if you encounter the problem, put the problem here and before you conclude. So this all in the audit working paper. Okay, and audit program. So audit program is a set of audit procedures, risk assessment procedures, sampling plan, analytical procedure, and detail of substantive test and test of control. So these are all the current audit file. Okay, should be put in current audit file. Okay. Can you change the content of audit working paper? So this is the question. So if it is necessary to modify or to add new audit documentation to a file, can be assembled, the auditor should document who needs the changes and why, by whom they were reviewed. Okay, who need the changes and by whom they were reviewed and the reason for making changes. So changes to working paper. In exceptional circumstances, changes are made to an audit file after the auditor's report has been signed. Okay, the auditor should document the circumstances. So what does it mean? After the audit report has been signed. So this is not under your syllabus, okay, but I just tell you. Okay, this one. So they have three process kat sini . So this is year end. Okay, this is up to the audit report signed. Okay, and this is the period. Okay, period to be considered if anything, if any circumstances happen. Okay. And it should be documented after the audit report has been signed. Okay, kalau after audit report has been signed and approved, okay, by the auditor, by the board of directors. So if there is any circumstances, so kat sini exceptional circumstances lah. So if there is no after discussion with the management, okay, with the board of directors, so you agree, okay, with the board that there is no changes should be made to the current year audit, okay, no changes should be made, then that circumstances must be documented, okay, to be highlighted in the next accounting period. Okay. So that is the situation. So this is the event after the audit report has been signed. So the event after balance sheet date. Kalau you belajar dalam FA, you have event after balance sheet date. Kalau dalam audit, you ada lagi event. Event after the audit report has been signed. So dia ada juga event after balance sheet date, after audit report has been signed. So that is audit work. Okay, the circumstances, what are the circumstances arise? The audit procedures performed, okay, if related, evidence obtained, conclusion drawn, and their effect on the auditor's report. And with and by whom changes to audit document were made and reviewed. So these are all the exceptional circumstances. Okay, now review part. Okay, audit work performed by each assistant should be reviewed by personnel or of appropriate experience considered. Okay, so who has been asked by the company to review? Okay, the work has been performed in accordance with the audit plan. That's what I shared just now. Okay, this one, yang nombor 3 ni, this one, this one See, can you see the set? Okay, this one yang ni. Boleh tambah. Pedro. Okay. So, okay, this one. Okay. So, reviewed by who? So, this is determined by, determined by the partner. So, partner will determine who have the experience to review. Normally goes to audit senior. Kalau prepared by, normally prepared by junior, reviewed by senior, reviewed by audit manager. Itu dia punya yang common lah. Tapi kalau reviewed by partner pun boleh juga. So depends on the situation. And what should they review? The work has been performed in accordance with the audit plan. Okay, the work performed and the result obtained has been adequately documented. Significant matter has been resolved. Objective the audit process has been achieved, and conclusion expressed are consistent with the result of the work performed and support the audit opinion. Okay, and then the audit work has been completed and reviewed. So bila dia dah reviewed, the audit engagement partner. So this is the duty of the audit engagement partner. Do the overall review of the working papers to ensure that he is able to issue his opinion. Overall review, normally if it is review, normally decide by the audit partner. Based on the appropriate experience. Okay, overall review must be done by engagement partner or audit partner. So when to do the engagement, the overall review, this one. Ni, column ni. Overall reviews before the audit opinion. So this is the overall review. This one. This is the overall review. We call it overall review. Okay, so this is the example of audit planning. So audit review yang tadi tu, reviewed by who, and then pre-issue review, independent review carried out by another audit partner prior to the signing of the auditor's report. Post-issuance review, which are independent review carried by another audit partner in the firm after the audit report has been issued. This is the terms regarding the review. You have pre-issuance review dengan post-issuance review. Okay, pre-issuance sebelum audit report come out. Post-issuance after audit report come out. Yang ni. Okay, this one. So, before audit report, so dia ada dua situation. If there is any circumstance happen, so need the review. So this is, okay, divide by 2. One is pre-issuance review. Okay, another one is post-issuance review. Okay, pre-issuance review before audit report. Before audit report issued. Okay, post-issuance review after audit report issued by partner. Okay. And regarding the ownership of the audit working paper, who are doing the audit working paper? Apa? Who is the ownership? Manager. Manager ke ownership? Of the audit paper. Auditor. Auditor. Okay, audit firm ataupun auditor. Okay, so that even though the content of the information in the audit information is for the client, okay, but actually all the evidence and all the information actually is come from the auditor. So it means that auditor have the ownership to the audit paper. Okay, but if there is a tender in a professional appointment, okay, announcement lagi. Okay. So apa tadi saya cerita? Okay. Even though all the information regarding the audit documentation is subject to the client's information, okay, but the ownership goes to the auditor. But in case of there is a professional changes in professional appointment, so the existing auditor, okay, need to follow the procedures for the changes. So you have to keep the information confidential, okay, unless, okay, the clients give permission to disclose the information to the successor auditor. So that is the procedure for changing in professional appointment. So you have to keep, okay, even though, okay, you are the ownership of the audit working paper, but you cannot disclose the information to the third party. So still have to bear for the confidentiality. Okay, so okay, you must have permission, okay, from the client. Okay, even though on the academic purposes, okay, let's say you visit the audit firm, okay, katalah I bawa you pergi audit firm, then you ask the manager to show you the ownership to show you the example of working paper. So the audit firm cannot share that information. Okay. So even for the academic purposes. Okay. The types of audit working paper, as earlier I said, you have to standardized and automated. Okay. For the standardized working paper, checklist and specimen letter may improve the efficiency of the audit work, but they can dangerous because they may lead to auditors mechanically following an approach without using audit judgment. Okay, so standardized audit working paper may include audit and other checklists, engagement, management, representation and other letter, internal control questionnaire and audit program. So this is actually normally is already documented by the audit manager. So macam tadi itulah lead schedule tu. Okay, this one. Okay, semua dah siap. Okay, by the this is prepared by the manager. Okay, so okay, they already have the standard that come up maybe from their practice. Okay, their CPA practice. Okay, so they might have a standardized checklist. So yang ni the auditor have to consider to use the audit judgment. So what is the advantages of using standardized working paper? Provide means quality control, a consistent approach to all audits and ensuring that essential procedures are not overlooked. Okay, preparation and review is more efficient when audit files and section and documents within them are presented in a systematic manner. Help junior staff to become familiar with standard procedures such as attending physical inventory counting and requesting direct confirmation from customer. So these are what they guide. Okay, so advantages of standardized working paper, they can guide, especially for the junior staff. So when you are a junior, so you can go to the audit working paper. So you study what you have, what the company, what the audit firm have in their audit documentation. So as a guidance for you, okay, to be familiar with the company or with the procedures. So when you join the audit firm, study the audit working paper. So supaya for you, okay, to observe and to get the idea how the audit is actually working. Okay. However, there are also disadvantages. Maybe inappropriate to follow such procedure for a particular client. Yes, agree. Okay, mean inappropriate. Some company might use that procedure. Some company might not use, might not suitable to use. Okay, adopting a standard approach may stifle initiative and discourage the exercise of professional judgment. If audits appreciate the implication of error and deviations found. Okay, so that's the disadvantages. And another one is automated working paper package has been developed. We can be documented of audit work much easier. Such packages produce working paper that are automatically cross-referenced and balanced by the computer. So this is done by the computer. Automated working paper package. So what is the advantage? Risk of error are reduced. Working paper will be neater and easier to review. Time save. Standard form. Do not have to be carried to audit location. Yes, it's very benefit because you just kept in your system. Okay, can put in data analytic. Okay, save in the cloud. Okay, audit working paper can be transmitted for review remotely. So sekarang ni normally all the auditor use the automated working paper lah because everyone work from home. So all the audit is done at home. Okay. Then apa lagi? Documenting and planning process. So yang this one. Okay, this is what you have, the audit strategy and audit plan. So this what you can read by your own. Okay, this is regarding the audit strategy and audit plan, and you have given the case study. So case study, read a few minutes on the case study here on Joe Price, how they plan their audit. Okay, this is the one, last one. Okay, read the case study. Okay, class, done. This is what Joe Price with their on the Brown and Co client. Okay, Joe Price, Doji Taylor, Emily. Ingat lagi tak? The case of this is the case study that we are going to use until the end of the book. Okay, class. Dah.
Dah.
Dah. Okay. So can you see how they divide the work? So high risk area siapa yang akan buat?
Jo.
Joe. Joe is, who is Joe? Apa Joe tu? Senior or junior?
Senior.
Junior ke Joe? Bukan Emily ke junior?
Emily.
Senior.
Emily kan junior? Joe is
Senior.
senior. Okay, so can you see the administrative part of the audit? So and then who should review the work done? Okay. So habis section B. So we have finished on section B. Yeah, and then so can you answer number 8 here? Which of the following is not a correct reason for preparing audit working paper? So yang mana? These are not the correct reason for preparing audit working papers. Bullet 1, bullet 2, bullet 3, bullet 4.
Bullet 1.
Bullet 1. So there is no legal requirement. Tak ada pun legal requirement from the Companies Act requirement. There is no Companies Act requirement regarding audit working paper. Okay. So what is the answer for number 12? Which of the following would have the least effect on a sample size?
Bullet 2.
Increase number invoice.
Bullet 2. Least effect on a sample size. Yang mana? Number 1, number 2, 3, 4.
2.
Okay, why number 2? Kenapa number 2? Why increase in the number of invoices in the population have this effect on a sample size? Mesti ada jawapan dia. Kenapa you pilih number 2? Anyone? Kenapa bukan kenapa number of invoice in population increase the number of invoices in population? Anyone? Fitri? Why answer number 2, Fitri? Ni idea. Fitri, why you answer bullet 2?
Because the risk is lower.
Risk is lower. Answer is number 2 kan? Increase in number of invoices in population. Kenapa you pilih jawapan tu? Sample size ni actually dia tengok attribute. Okay, characteristic of the sample. Okay, so dia tidaklah based on the number of item in the population. Okay, so confidence level, yes. So if the confidence level is less than 95%, so means that it will increase the high risk. Okay, tolerable misstatement, if it increase the tolerable misstatement, increase the audit risk. Assess risk, yes. Okay, risk, increase the risk, you have to increase the risk, you have to gather more audit evidence. Okay, so yesterday's exercise, I saw all the guys does not prepare the answer. Fitri ada jawapan tak kenapa tak prepare?
Kami buat dekat laptop Naim, madam.
Oh, buat sekali?
Sebab time tu tak ada wifi. Kita orang pergi dekat tempat Naim ada wifi.
Habis Naim pun saya tak nampak pun dia access Google Docs tu.
Kita ada jawab semalam.
Tapi kenapa tak keluar dalam email saya? Yang perempuan semua keluar. Okay, buat ke tak buat?
Buat, madam, ada kawan buat yang advantage.
Buat ke tak buat ni? So jangan take advantage ya. Ni Fitri ada. Okay, the girls okay. All try. Tak kisahlah. Okay, that is the practice. Okay, today I will share in the Google Classroom the exercise for this audit documentation. Okay, since we are lacking of time, sebenarnya kita dah 1 week left behind the actually syllabus. Sebab bila I dah buat calculation, okay, actually kita ada sebenarnya ada banyak lagi. So okay, tomorrow I will start continue to section C, chapter 7. But provided you have to do your own exercise, but I think I already give you enough exercise. So you have to do additional exercise by your own. Okay, so for this exercise audit documentation, I will put in the Google Classroom. Okay, you can do it when you free this night. Okay, so any question?
No.
No,
Okay.
madam.
Okay, for the exam, the topic includes section A and B only. Yes, section B and A and B only. Okay, please study for section A and B. Format same as the final. So you have 15 question MCQ, 2 question 15 marks, 2 question 10 marks, and 4 question 5 marks. Okay. So if no question, Fitri recite doa penutup. Fitri. Cepat Fitri, doa penutup. Sekarang kejap lagi all the class.
Yes, madam. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Fa'as innal insan lafi husn illa allazina amanu wa amilus solihat wa tawasaw bil haqq wa tawasaw bis sabr.
Amin. Okay, thank you class. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.